𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. युगधर्म श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we are very honored to have with us His Grace Purushottam Prabhu. So His Grace Purushottam Prabhu is a doctor by profession in the earlier world. Prabhuji is now a spiritual doctor for all of us. He was introduced to Krishna consciousness in the year 1995. He got initiated by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in the year 2001. Prabhuji completed his graduation in the year 2004, and in 2005 he decided to dedicate his life in the mission of Srila Prabhupada at Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Temple, Chowpatty. And since then he has been handling many departments parallelly in the temple. So Prabhu has been part of the kitchen department, where he acted as the FSTL, which is Food Safety Team Leader, and responsible for the ISO 22000 certification of the kitchen. I think this is the only one kitchen which is ISO certified. We have also, Prabhuji has been into DT department, where he involved many fashion designers to make very gorgeous dresses for the Lord for the last 8 years. And he has been scheduling aartis and festival services. Prabhuji has been also into the festival decoration services. He has taken care of the VTA, Vaishnav Training Academy, from 2006 to 2015. He is the head of the Partha department, which deals with offering hospitality and care to the new guests and donors at Radha Gopinath Temple. Prabhuji also visits various colleges like Grand Medical College, Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Government College of Law in Mumbai, inspiring the youth to practically live by the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in their life. And Prabhu every week travels to New Bombay, Belapur, to give inspirational talks on the Bhagavad Gita and preaches in South Mumbai. Prabhuji is well known, and you must have tasted just a glimpse of that. Prabhuji is well known for the melodious kirtans, and he travels internationally, even to places like Bahrain, Dubai, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi, to flood the devotees with the holy name. And he also is part of the cooking team at Radha Gopinath Temple, cooking for almost 4,000 to 5,000 devotees in the festival days. So let us welcome him. We also have with him a team of many wonderful devotees who have come. And there is Shri Krishna Sharan Prabhu. Is he there? Prabhuji is here. So today is his auspicious birthday, and he has come with a lot of devotees and his family members. So welcome all of them also to Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chanda Mandir. It is our honor and privilege that they have chosen this place to celebrate that occasion. So let us welcome all of them to Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chanda Mandir by loudly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaaya cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 8. Chapter is entitled The Lord Slays the King of the Demons. Text number 49 and 50. Shri Prajapataya Uvach Uchu Prajesha Vayam Te Paresha Brisrishta Nayena Praja Vai Srijamo Nishidha Sa Esha Tvaya Bhinna Vaksha Nushete Jagan Mangalam Satvamurte Vataraha Shri Prajapatya Uchuhu Prajesha Vayam Te Paresha Bisrishta Nayena Praja Vai Srijamo Nishiddha Sa Esha Tvaya Bhinna Vaksha Nushete Jagan Mangalam Satvamurte Vataraha Shri Prajapatya Uchuhu Prajesha Vayam Te Paresha Bisrishta Nayena Praja Vai Srijamo Nishiddha Sa Esha Tvaya Bhinna Vaksha Nushete Jagan Mangalam Satvamurte Vataraha. Matajis. Shri Prajapataya Uchuhu, the great personalities who created the various living beings, offered their prayers by saying, Praja Ishaha, Prajapatis created by Lord Brahma, who have created generations of living entities. Vayam, we, te, of you, Para Isha, O Supreme Lord, Abhisrishtaha, born, na, not, yena, by whom, Hiranyakashipu, Prajaha, living entities, Vai, indeed, Srijamaha, we create, Nishiddhaha, being forbidden, Saha, he, Hiranyakashipu, Eshaha, this, Tvaya, by you, Bhinnavakshaha, whose chest has been split. Nu, indeed, Shete, lies down. Jagat Mangalam, for the auspiciousness of the whole world. Sattva Murte, in this transcendental form of pure goodness. Avataraha, this incarnation. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Prajapatis offered their prayers as follows. O Supreme Lord, Lord of even Brahma and Shiva, we, the Prajapatis, were created by you to execute your orders, but we were forbidden by Hiranyakashipu to create any more good progeny. Now the demon is lying dead before us, his chest pierced by you. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you, whose incarnation in this form of pure goodness is meant for the welfare of entire universe. There is no purport to this verse. We will move on to verse number 50. So the next verse, the Gandharvas are offering their prayers to Sri Narsimhadev. Shri Gandharva Uchu, Vayam Bibo te Natha Natya Gayaka, Yenatmasad Virya Balojasa Krita, Sa Esha Nito Bhavata Dasham Imam, Kim Utpathastha Kushalaya Kalpate. Translation: the inhabitants of Gandharva Loka prayed, Your Lordships, we ever engage in your service by dancing and singing in dramatic performances. But this Hiranyakashipu, by the influence of his bodily strength and valor, brought us under his subjugation. Now he has been brought to his low condition by your Lordship. What benefit can result from the activities of such an upstart as Hiranyakashipu? Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. By being a very obedient servant of the Supreme Lord, one becomes extremely powerful in bodily strength, influence and effulgence, whereas the fate of demoniac upstarts is ultimately to fall down like Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu and persons like him may be very powerful for some time, but the obedient servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like the demigods, remain powerful always. They are victorious over the influence of Hiranyakashipu by the grace of the Supreme Lord. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshururmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam bangum langayate girim yat kripadamaham vande. Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. The Prajapatis offered their prayers as follows. O Supreme Lord, Lord of even Brahma and Shiva, we the Prajapatis were created by you to execute your orders, but we were forbidden by Hiranyakashipu to create any more good progeny. Now the demon is lying dead before us, his chest pierced by you. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisance unto you, whose incarnation in this form of pure goodness is meant for the welfare of the entire universe. Hare Krishna. I wish to thank all of you for giving me an opportunity to be here in this temple at Sri Sri Radha Vrindavan Chandra. My gratitude to Antardeep Prabhu and all the senior Vaishnavas assembled here. I seek their blessings so that I can speak something for my own purification. This is the place where I truly derive a lot of inspiration when I come here to Pune. So I just thought that, what can be a better way to, celebrate someone's birthday than coming here, in the association of so many wonderful Vaishnavas and such a beautiful ambience that is created here, and we all can get nourished. So that's the reason I chose to come here. So thank you for setting the right precedence for the whole world to follow. So we are discussing from the 7th canto, chapter 8, verse number 48 and 49. So these are the series of prayers that are offered by various gods, demigods, and higher celestial beings to to Lord Narasimhadev when Hiranyakashipu was killed. So today we just read the prayers offered by Prajapatis and the Gandharvas. So these great personalities are offering their thanks and gratitude to Lord Narasimhadev. When someone does something good to us, when someone does some great favor to us, then it becomes our responsibility to offer our gratitude and thanks to that person. And depth and the degree of our gratitude towards someone is directly proportional to the help that that person has offered to us, isn't it? I mean, these higher beings were terribly tormented, troubled, traumatized by Hiranyakashipu so much that they were just looking for solution in their life. These are not some ordinary human beings who have some problem issues at their home. Nal mein pani nahi aa raha hai aaj. That's the problem. So contact someone who can help us. Or probably there is no electricity. Or probably today the elevator is not working. These are all petty issues that we all have in our day-to-day life, or probably we have some financial issues, some family issues, so on and so forth. But these personalities here we see in the 7th canto, whether they are the rishis, whether Brahmaji or Shivji or Prajapatis, Gandharvas, Siddhas, Charanas, Apsaras, they all are being tormented, being troubled by Hiranyakashipu to the degree that they just couldn't take it in their lives. And now that Hiranyakashipu has been killed, they are experiencing a sigh of relief and they are taking a breath of fresh air. So obviously, they are very thankful for of Lord Narsimhadev in this world, because Narsimhadev has truly awarded them, in one sense, liberation. They are experiencing freedom and liberation from the severe trouble and torture created by Hiranyakashipu. So, Rupa Goswami in Padyavali, he has composed a very beautiful verse. He says that presence of Lord Krishna in our life is like a sunlight that enters a room which has been very dark for a very long time. Narsimhadev, in the presence of all these personalities, Narsimhadev in the lives of all these personalities was just like sunlight entering into a room which was dark for a very long time. If someone is a blind person, and after a long period revives his vision, how happy would that person be? Someone who has not seen sun rays for years together and all of a sudden receives the vision to see the world around, obviously that person would be so grateful to that ophthalmologist who cured his blindness. Rupa Goswami says that presence of Lord Krishna is like a sunlight, not just sunlight. Presence of Lord Krishna is like a boat to a person who is drowning, who is about to drown. So Lord Krishna is compared to a boat for a person who is about to drown, in a river or in an ocean. Now, how much that boat means to a person who is just gasping for air and is just about to drown. How much water means to a person who is not had water on the day of Nirjala Ekadashi. The next day, that person can think of nothing else but water. What is the fast-breaking timing? What are the fast-breaking timings? How do I really how do I break my fast? People plan how to break their Nirjala Ekadashi fasting. Interesting. Not just that, Rupa Goswami says, Lord Krishna's presence in a life of a devotee is like a poor man who has just won a jackpot or a lottery. Someone who is not, who's been struggling to earn, doesn't have much money to, it's like a hand-to-mouth thing. It's a two-day struggle. And if that person wins a lottery, how happy would that person be? Not just that, a person who is suffering from terminal disease gets the right doctor, and that doctor helps him cure the terminal cancer. How happy would that person be? So this is what Rupa Goswami says, that Lord Krishna's presence in the life of a devotee is like sunlight that dissipates the darkness. Lord Krishna's presence is like a water to a thirsty person, a lottery to a poor person, and a diseased a doctor to a diseased person. So uh, when we also realize who were we, where were we, what were we doing before coming to Krishna consciousness, and what is the great gift that we have received after coming to Krishna consciousness, then obviously, that would invoke a lot of gratitude to our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. And Bhagavatam is full of such prayers where not just the demigods, not just the devotees, not just human beings, but also animals like Gajendra, they have offered their beautiful prayers. So an ideal prayer that we offer to the Lord must have these 4 elements in sequence. When we offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord, an ideal prayer must have these 4 elements. The first is when we approach anyone, and the first thing that we do, especially when we go in front of the Lord, the first thing that we must do is offer our gratitude. These are called 4 G's. The first is gratitude, because gratitude means kritagya. Gya means to know someone who has done something for us. We want to offer our gratitude to that person. After offering our gratitude, we offer glorification, where we glorify the Supreme Lord. Naturally, we wish to appreciate that person, isn't it? And the third G is we not only offer our gratitude, we not only offer glorification, but we also want to give something. We want to do something for that person. So naturally, the third G is giving. And the fourth G is, after offering our gratitude, glorification, and giving something to the Lord, the fourth is grant. G-R-A-N-T, grant. Grant means award. That's when we request the Lord to award us something, because most of the people who come to temple, they have some reason, they have some wish to be fulfilled. So they ask something for themselves or for people around them. So these are the 4 G's which makes an ideal prayer. The first is gratitude, second is glorification, third is giving, and fourth is grant. That's what gratitude is all about. Gratitude is all about 3 R. Gratitude is all about first R, that is recognizing someone who has done something good to us. We recognize there has to be a recognition at the first place. Otherwise, many times there are people around us who may be doing a lot for us, but we may not even recognize their contribution. So the first R is recognition. The second R is remembering them again and again, not just once. Chakshudana dilo jai, janme janme prabhu se. We remember our founder Acharya, we remember our Guru Varya every day, day in, day out, for all the good that they have done for us. That is second, that is remembering. And the third is reciprocating, where we just not recognize, we just not remember, but we also reciprocate with whatever capacity that we have. So Srimad Bhagavatam is full with devotees whose heart is loaded with gratitude, not just in prosperity, but also in adversity. It's It's easy to offer our gratitude to the Lord when there is prosperity that comes in our life. But it is far more challenging to offer gratitude when there is adversity in our life. So when there is prosperity and when we offer our gratitude, that's like a new devotee who can do that. A devotee would want to do that. But when there is adversity and still someone is grateful to the Lord, that is a very advanced consciousness of a devotee. But there are people in this world who may have prosperity, but still they are ungrateful. We have examples of all the three from various scriptures. Gratitude in prosperity. We have the example of Dhruva Maharaj. When Dhruva Maharaj was actually on his way back home, back to Godhead, Dhruva Maharaj, he recalled and he remembered his mother, because it was his mother who showed him the right path to go to forest and worship Lord Vishnu. The Dhruva Maharaj is very, very grateful towards his mother. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while he's performing this Gundicha Marjan pastime, before he began this Gundicha Marjan pastime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took all the devotees along with him to Gundicha temple. And right at the beginning, right at the onset, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he takes sandalwood paste and offers garland to each and every devotee. He offers sandalwood paste on the forehead of all the devotees. And Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's expressing his gratitude just for doing seva. So a leader is not the one who will only delegate someone with the seva. Leader is not the one who will engage someone in the service, but leader is also the one who, along with engaging, also expresses one's gratitude. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his own example is showing us how if someone is doing any small service also, it becomes the duty of a leader or a manager to offer one's gratitude. Aiche anna ye Krishna ke karaye bhojan, janme janme shire dhara tahara charan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to the house of Advaita Acharya, and Advaita Acharya had invited Lord for prasad at his home for a feast. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the house of Advaita Acharya, he was amazed to see Advaita Acharya and his wife, who had made feast practically which covered 2 to 3 rooms. So much meal, so much prasad bhoga was made by Advaita Acharya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so very pleased. Mahaprabhu did not say, "Oh, you have made this for me." Mahaprabhu said, "Oh, you have gone an extra mile. You have made so much effort to please Krishna by making such elaborate arrangements." So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that whoever goes an extra mile and takes an extra effort to serve the Supreme Lord, I personally, janme janme shire tahara charan, I take the dust of that person's lotus feet on my head. So Mahaprabhu is grateful at every moment for devotees offering their service. Kunti Devi, in her prayers to Lord Krishna, when Lord Krishna is about to depart from Hastinapur to Dwarka, Lord Krishna, Kunti Devi is offering prayers to Lord Krishna. And one of the prayers that she offers is, Neyam shobhishyate tatra yathedanim gadadhara tvatpader ankita bhati swalakshana vilakshite. My dear Lord, our kingdom is now marked by the impressions of your lotus feet, and therefore it is appearing beautiful. So actually, The Pandavas have won. Yudhishthira Maharaj is enthroned as the king of Hastinapur. And now Kunti Devi is telling, my dear Lord, how can you leave? It is only by your presence and not by the skill sets of my 5 sons. Although my 5 sons are very competent, but it's not because of their skill set, but it is because of your presence that our entire Hastinapur kingdom is prosperous. So it is not just the technological intervention, but the transcendental grace of the Lord that truly brings prosperity in the life of devotee. Prabhupada, he said, Krishna tested me twice. When he took away everything from me, whatever I had, and when Krishna gave everything back to me. And Prabhupada is expressing his gratitude. So when prosperity comes, do we remember Krishna and offer our gratitude to Krishna? So there are many such examples. We're running short of time. But not just devotees offer gratitude in prosperity, but devotees also offer gratitude when there is adversity. And the classic example, as we all know, is the example of Parikshit Maharaj. Tamopayantam pratiyantu vipra ganga cha devi dhritachittamishe dvijopasrashtas kuhakastakshakova dashatyalam gayatah vishnugatha. I don't mind, let that takshaka bird come right away and bite me. But let me constantly, keep singing the glories of Lord Shri Vishnu. So although a lot has happened in the life of Parikshit Maharaj, but Parikshit Maharaj is offering his gratitude even when there is so much adversity. Sorry, I'm a bit unwell. I'm really sorry, I'll have to end the class. I'm just feeling I may. So there are many such examples where devotees offer their gratitude while they go through a lot. Sudama has been to Dwarka, and Sudama received great hospitality from Lord Krishna, but he had gone to Krishna to ask something from Lord, and Lord Krishna served him with so much affection that Sudama actually forgot to ask what he wanted to ask. And while he's returning back, he is thinking about Lord Krishna's kindness. Kwaham daridra papiyan, kwa Krishna Sriniketana, Brahmabandhu itismahur bahubhyam parirambitah. Sudama doesn't know what Krishna has gifted him. Sudama has not yet reached Dwarka, not yet reached his own place, Porbandar. But while he's on his way, Sudama is so overwhelmed by the love and affection that he's offering his gratitude that Kwaham daridra papiyan. Who am I? What is my qualification? Kwa Krishna Sriniketana, that Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, who is the husband of the goddess of fortune. There was no need for him to make me sit on his personal throne. There was no need for him to do Pada Prakshalanam. But Lord Krishna, he is such a grateful friend that Lord Krishna is offering his gratitude. And here we see Sudama in adversity. He is offering his gratitude to Lord Krishna. Uh, we know this famous Wimbledon player Arthur Ashe. Arthur Ashe was the one who was dying of AIDS, and he contracted HIV, due to some blood transfusion for his heart surgery in the year 1983. And he's already won a Wimbledon uh, many times. And when he got contracted with this terminally ill disease, one of his dearest fans wrote to him a letter asking, why did God select you for such a terminal disease? You are such a nice person. So, Arthur Ashe's response was actually very eye-opening, because he said that across the globe there are 5 million children who learn to play tennis. And of the 5 million, 5 lakh, they actually turn professional. Of the 5 lakhs, 50,000, they come to the competitive circuit. And of the 50,000, only 5,000 reach the Grand Slam. And of the 5,000, only 50 reach the Wimbledon playoff. But of those 50s, only one finally wins. And I was the one who won the Wimbledon. And when I was holding the cup, Wimbledon cup, I didn't ask God at that time, my dear Lord, why me? So then when I did not ask him why me, when I won the cup, what right do I have to ask him now in pain? So, so there are various devotees we see all across Srimad Bhagavatam who have offered their prayers of gratitude uh, to Lord in the good times and in the bad times. There was this very rich man, who had a dog, and he thought that today I don't want to go for a shopping, so he sent his dog for a shop to a shop for shopping. So he kept a bag around the dog's neck and put a chit, and he told him to go and buy some vegetables. So this dog, happily ran out in the market to fetch some vegetables. And when he came back after some time, he rang the bell, and he waited for a long time, but no one opened. After some time, the master opened the door, and master was so angry at the dog that master started beating him with stick. And master told him, why did you ring the bell? You should have come by the back door. Don't you know I am right now sleeping? And this dog actually started crying and went to one place in the corner and sat. Now, this whole incident was observed by one of the neighbors. And this neighbor actually, started thinking that even animals, they need love. What to speak of human beings? And that love we can offer only if we have gratitude within our heart. So without gratitude, there cannot be any reciprocation. That's why it is said, there's a great philosopher of the name, this philosopher whose name is Erich Hoffer. He says that the hardest arithmetic to master, arithmetic means maths, the hardest arithmetic to master is that which enables us to count our blessings. So in one sense, devotees are the best mathematicians, because they know how to count their blessings. Actually, there are two things which is very difficult to count. One is, it's very difficult to count the unlimited qualities of the Supreme Lord. Yova anantasya gunan anantan anukramishyati satubala buddhi rajamsi bhumer ganayen katham chid kalena naiva akhila shakti dhamna. Just as we cannot count the sand particles which are there at the beach, on the ocean, near the ocean, similarly it is just impossible to count the unlimited Yova anantasya gunan anantan. It is just impossible to count the unlimited glories and the unlimited qualities of the Supreme Lord. So this is one thing which is very, very difficult to count. It's just not possible. So the first thing that's difficult to count is Lord's unlimited qualities. And the second most difficult thing to count is count our own blessings. Many a times, unfortunately, our default setting is, we end up counting our problems more than counting our blessings. And more we focus on the problems and more we focus on the curses, more we focus on the negative, more that negativity disempowers us. But gratitude is such a wonderful quality. If someone lives moment to moment by gratitude, that gratitude quality itself will empower that person, energize that person to contribute more and more. That's why it is said, if you have a fridge, if you have a food in a fridge, or if you have a roof above your top, and if you have a place to sleep, then you are richer than 75% of world's population. Because so many people in this world, they do not have this basic food, clothing, shelter. We all have heard this so many times. Not just that, if you have not experienced the danger of war or agony of imprisonment and torture of the pains of hunger, then you are luckier than 500 million people who are alive in this world but still suffering. So obviously we have a lot to actually be grateful for. It is also said that there are these people, if you can actually read something, you can read on the slide, then you are fortunate than 43 million people who actually suffer from blindness. And that's how this statistics tells us that 293 million people have some form of vision impairment. There are 300 million people who are deaf, 1 million people who are dumb, born. They just can't speak. They just can't glorify Krishna. And how fortunate we are that we are getting a chance not just to see, not just to hear, not just to speak, but be in the association of so many wonderful devotees, because that's far more rare. There are billions of people who are bereft of devotees association in the world around. So if we are getting a chance to connect to devotees, there cannot be a better fortune than that. That's why it is said that receiving anything with a grateful heart and giving something with a humble heart. Receiving something with a grateful heart and giving something with a humble heart is a sure shot recipe for loving relationships. But when we give something with a heart filled with pride, and when we receive something with a heart which is filled with loads of expectations, then that is the sure short recipe for impersonal, interpersonal relationship. So, yes, Bhagavatam again and again teaches us, reminds us of the right mood that we need to set before we even begin our day by chanting the holy names. In fact, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj once said that this quality of humility and gratitude, they are like the fertilizers which makes the soil of bhakti fertile. And only when the soil is fertile, that's when the seed of, that's when any seed can fructify. Similarly, we need to soak ourselves by counting our blessings more than the problems that we all have. Yes, problems, when it comes, we have to focus on the problem, but when we overly focus, then those problems becomes more problematic. So we need to do the needful, but at the same time, we need to remind ourselves of the great glory that we have received till date by the grace of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. If anyone has any comments, question.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, you were talking about offering prayers. So you mentioned 4 things: gratitude, then glorification, give, and then grant. So you explained in detail about the first 2. Is it? Could you please explain more about the third one, like giving?
Okay. Now, His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu says, no, he comes up with this beautiful statement. No, love means to not only give, but also give up. When you love someone, then you are not only willing to give something to that person, but you are also willing to give up something which that person may not like. That's why we can show our love by giving and giving up. These 2 things for Srila Prabhupada. So we give our commitment to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every single day, 16 rounds. That is like giving something to Prabhupada for what he has done. Because that's what Prabhupada requested to all of his disciples. So that is giving. And giving up is giving up the 4 regulative principles. Giving up the 4 prohibited things: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. So love automatically opens up someone's heart to give. So so when we come to temple, a lot of people, we have this small hundi. People, even if it is a custom, even they may not have like a big time money, but still they may offer some coins because they have come to temple. So they want to offer something back to God for whatever God is doing for them. That's what I meant by giving. And yes, giving in a bigger sense means prane rarthe dhiya vacha shreya acharanam sada. This is what Lord Krishna says. Etavad janma safalyam dehinamiha dehishu prane rarthe dhiya vacha shreya acharanam sada. So giving up our prana, if not prana, then artha, our hard-earned money. If not that, dhiya, use our intelligence in the service of the Lord. And vacha, if nothing else, we use our speech to glorify and serve the Supreme Lord. Is that okay? Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
descending to tell the glories. Sorry, Prabhu, I think